Welcome back to Crunchtime Chaos. The lottery just wrapped up 2 days ago. The Wizards got the number one pick in the draft. The Pacers got screwed, and so much went down during the lottery. But first things first, rest in peace to Brandon Clark and Jason Collins. They both passed away today. Prayers to their families, loved ones, and friends. Now, let's get into my official 2026 mock draft picks 1 to 14. With the first pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select A.J. DeBansa from BYU. This is the right move. Build around Trae Young. Have Trey Johnson in that squad. Bilal Coulibaly, A.D., Alex Sarr, Keyshawn George, and you bring in A.J. DeBansa. Big wing, can't score. We saw it last year. Averaged 25.5 per game, 7 boards, 4 assists. Could fit in seemingly. And also, the Wizards won't be bad next season. That nice core with A.D., Trey, and DeBansa is kind of nice. The Wizards to look out for. I think they'll be a play-in or a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference next year. There's zero excuses where they should be in and out of the play-in as an entire whole. They should definitely be in one of those 2 spaces. Now, we don't know what they'll do with AD. I will keep him. Let him run his course, Trae Young and AD. That'll be a nice duo right there. Still got a lot of young pieces. And finally get something the Wizards fans could root for in Washington, D.C. Has been a very long minute since the John Wall, Bradley Beal days, where you can give the fans some hope. Shout out John Wall for being there for the fans, for the lottery, revealing the Wizards get the number 1 pick in the draft for the first time since he was back in 2010, so long ago. For the second pick in the draft, the Jazz select Darren Peterson. Now, it has been rumors that there's going to be a trade between the Jazz and Wizards for the number 1 pick. My opinion, I would stand pat. Now, the Jazz, Keontae George will be my boy. Could have been most improved player if he played enough games. But the Jazz were trash next year. You bring in Darren Peterson with Ace Bailey still going to develop. You got Lauri Markkanen. You brought in Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Memphis Grizzlies during the trade deadline. Walker Kessler will be healthy this upcoming season. Obviously, missed the entirety of the regular season. Only played in a couple of games, though, but he got injured. So next year, no excuses. They should be at least a play-in team coming into next year. I like their head coach, Will Hardy. He's tired of losing. I think the Utah fan base is tired of losing, trying to relive the glory days of Stockton and Malone, or some of the days where Spider and Rudy Gobert. And this will be a great move for the Utah Jazz. Another scorer next to Ace Bailey, Keontae George, and the rest of the Utah Jazz. Also, can maybe ship out Lauri Markkanen. We don't know yet, though. He is a bucket. There's a lot of scorers on that team and not a lot of defense. But Jaren and Walker Kessler, that's a mean defensive front court. With the third pick in the draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Cameron Boozer. The Booze Cruise averages 22.5 points, 10 boards, 4 assists, 1.4 steals a game, and 1.5 blocks as well. Listen, he can stretch the floor, great defender, great rebounder, will fit great next to Ja, could seemingly replace Triple J over there in Memphis. And they need a big. We do not know the status of Ja Morant and the future of the Memphis Grizzlies right now, but I would fill in the void and bring in Cameron Boozer. That makes very logical sense. Or they could do a flip-flop, honestly, who I have at the 4th pick to possibly pair with Ja as well. But give me Cameron Boozer as a 3rd pick going to Memphis Grizzlies. You'll see what I mean here. With the 4th pick in the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Caleb Wilson from UNC. 20 a game, 9 boards, 2.7 assists, 1.4 blocks, and 1.5 steals a game. I guess he got injured with his broken hand, with the hand injury, but he was balling out of control on the floor. And he'll be great next to Chicago, and Chicago don't need any more guards. That's for damn sure. You have Giddey over there, Trey Jones, Anthony Simons, is going to be a free agent this upcoming season. You get a big alongside the Bulls, Miles Buzelis, Caleb Wilson will be nice for the very future of the Chicago Bulls. Lucked into getting the 4th pick in the draft, and it was very needed. So give me Caleb Wilson scoring to the Chicago Bulls. With the 5th pick, this might turn some heads. This was a very tough pick. With the 5th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Clippers select Braden Burries. Now, it's going back and forth between him and Keenan Wagler, my opinion, but the Clippers did trade for Darius Garland. And West, You need a little bit of shooting and a big wing alongside him. Braden Berries can shoot that thing. 49% from the field, 39% from tray ball, 16 points, 5 boards a game. You will have that next to Darius Garland in the Western Conference. If you confirmed that Darius Garland is your point guard of the future, and I do believe they said that, you want to build around him. We all know the future of Kawhi Leonard, so Braden Berries will be a great pick around them. And this is the pick where the Pacers, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. It's a damn shame. They traded Ben Mathurin and the 5th pick, quintessentially, for Zubac. Now, Zubac is nice. Top 10 center in the league, but in a draft like this, the 5th pick, damn. But it's all right. The Pacers should be solid next year, though. They should be solid next year with Halliburton coming back, getting another big up in that squad with Zubac, Halley, Siakam, Nesmith, McConnell, the rest of the crew. Could be nice in the Eastern Conference next year, so I won't feel too bad, Pacers fans. With the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Darius Cuff from Arkansas. A bucket. 23.5 points, 3 boards, 6 assists, 48 from the field, 44 from 3, 80% from the foul line. Could get buckets. Not the best defender in the world, but you have a nice guard next to him because Igor Demon could be play the 2 next to Darius Cuff, getting another scorer on that team. Don't know if Michael Porter Jr. will still be there, but it's a great step in the right direction for the Brooklyn Nets, my opinion. I know they want a top 5 pick, but they're just getting unlucky, unfortunately. But I like Darius Cuff. Nice bucket, shifty, quick. Not the best defensively. I'll pair him in the backcourt with Igor Demon. So it should be nice in the future for the Brooklyn Nets. Give me Darius Cuff going there. Now, with the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Keaton Wagler. Nice big guard. 18 a game, 5 boards, 4 assists, a steal, 49.5% from the field, 39 from 3, and 79% from the foul line. He fit good with Sacramento. Sacramento has a long ways to go. They need to trade a lot of players. Get rid of DeMar, get rid of Sabonis. They were horrible this year, and just restart. Keaton Wagler, nice, get buckets, play make a little bit. I like Keaton Wagler for the Sacramento Kings. They need something for that franchise. They really seriously do. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kingston Flemings. He averaged 16 a game, 4 boards, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 48 from the field, 39 from 3, 84 from the charity stripe. Can read the passing lanes very well. He'll fit right next to Atlanta. CJ McCollum's getting a little bit old, but for the Hawks, you get more veterans. Bring in a nice young point guard on that team next to Jalen Johnson, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Okongwu, the rest of the crew. They'll be right back in the Eastern Conference next year. I think they're going to be good for a very long time, the Atlanta Hawks. And you had another player in there. Also, could have got the Pelicans pick as well if it was just a little bit higher. But the future's bright in Atlanta, so I would not feel too bad for them. Next, with the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Mikael Brown Jr. 18 a game, did not play a lot of games though. 3 boards, 5 assists, 1.2 steals, 41% from 3, 41% from the field, 34% from 3, and 84% from the foul line. They need another guard next to Cooper Flagg. Braden Berries, thought about him going there. Nice space of floor. Kyrie's coming back. But I think you should move on from Kyrie a little bit in the future. I want to see Cooper Flagg and Kyrie as a duo. Kyrie, one of my favorite players ever. Be fun to watch. But I think it is time to move on from Kyrie and really embrace the Cooper Flagg era. It is now when you bring in a guard in Michael Brown Jr. Next, with the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Nate Ament. 17 a game, 6 boards, 2 assists, a steal, 39% from the field, 33 from 3, and 79% from the foul line. A good defender. We do not know the status of Giannis. Will he get traded? I think he will. It's about time. You and Milwaukee and him parted ways. It's over. You're bringing in a nice young guy out of Tennessee. Great defender, athletic, 6'10", long arms, could defend. Could work on his offense a little bit. But I like Nate Ament going to the Milwaukee Bucks. Next, with the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors select Yaxel Landenberg, the national champion from Michigan, 23 years old. You know, they're saying old rookies, you don't want to draft them, but the Warriors are in win now mode. This will be very good for Landenborg and the Warriors, especially with Steve Kerr just signing a 2-year deal to stay coaching the Warriors. Landenborg's past season, 15, 7, and 3, a block, a steal, 51 from the field, 37 from 3, 82% from the foul line. Call him Dominican LeBron all you want. It'll be a great fit. Jimmy Butler's going to be out for a long time, obviously, with that ACL injury. Still got Draymond, Steph Curry over there. Bringing the rookies. I think he'll get minutes right away, even though Steve Kerr don't like rookies. But the fact he's 23, has a little bit of experience, a little bit of mileage under him, I think he'll fit in right away in Golden State. It's a perfect pick for them if they want to win now. Next, with the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Ade Mara from Michigan once again. 12 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, 3 blocks, and about a steal a game. 67 from the field, 30 from 3, 56 from the foul line. Now, Hartenstein, $28 million a year. You might lose him in free agency. You plug in Mara already. We've seen the recipe with him, with Chet, and Hartenstein in the front court. Nice, big, very good size. And you plug in Mara with Chet Holmgren in the future. You Chet Holmgren in the future? Hold on now. That's low-key nice. Great passing big for his size, just like Hartenstein. Get rebounds. He is 7'3". Great shot blocker, obviously, about 3 a game. I think that'll be the perfect fit for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it's a scary fit as well. Obviously, from the National Championship, Michigan, this will be the perfect fit. I will let go of Hartenstein. You got him, won the championship. You might go back-to-back. We do not know, but Ade Mara will be the perfect plug-in for the Thunder to get him done and let Hartenstein walk you so you don't have to pay him as much. I do think this will damn sure happen. Next, with the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select LeBron Phillip Jr. The Miami Heat need more backcourt scoring on this team. Need more scoring in general. I mean, you got Norman Powell, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, but can you guys get a big-time free agent? Giannis is out there, hearing Embiid. What are you going to do? Pat Riley in the Miami Heat, you got to bring him something. But Phillip, he had 22 points a game, 3.5 boards, 5 assists, 1.2 steals, 50 from the field, 39% from 3, and 80 from the foul line. 50, 40, 80 if you want to round up. Be a great scorer for the Miami Heat. They need some scores on that team, and it'll be a good fit. Plus, I like Davion Mitchell on that squad, bringing the defense and toughness. In the Miami Heat always know how to scope up guys, whether it be undrafted or within the draft as well. With the last pick of my mock draft between picks 1 to 14, the Charlotte Hornets select Haynes Steinbeck. They had him going to the Thunder later on, but I think the Charlotte Hornets could use him. About 6'10", 6'11", hybrid. He's in between center and power forward, always in between the positions. You don't like to see that, but he's a good player. 18.5 points, 12 boards, about a dime a game. 1.2 blocks, 1.1 steals, 57 from the field, 34% from 3, and 76% from the foul line. Could space the floor a little bit. Great rebounder for his size. He's a little bit of a jumper. Could be a little bit better defensively, but him with Moussa Diabate in the front court should be nice. Also thinking about Haynes Steinbeck jumping up to 11 for the Thunder to take him later on. Also, some mock drafts on ESPN had him going 17 to the Thunder. But I realized Ade Mara would fit him perfectly with the Thunder, and Haynes Steinbeck would be pretty good for the Charlotte Hornets. Get a little bit of size. Moussa Diabate, 6'10", good rebounder. And Steinbeck could be a nice spacer on that team next to LaMelo, Concanopo. You got Brandon Miller, Bridges, and the rest of the squad. It'll be very nice on that team, and bringing Haynes Steinbeck will be pretty good. But the NBA draft is next month. I'm going to give you guys a recap of my picks 1 to 14. The Wizards getting AJ DeBounsta, the Jazz getting Darren Peterson, the Grizzlies getting Cam Boozer, the Bulls selecting Caleb Wilson, Clippers selecting Braden Burries, Nets get Darius Acuff, Kings get Keaton Wagler, Hawks get Kingston Flemings, Mavericks get Mikael Brown Jr., Bucks get Nate Ament, Warriors get Yaxel Landenborg, the Thunder get Ade Mara, the Heat get LeBron Phillip Jr., and the Hornets get Haynes Steinbeck. That is all for my 2026 mock draft picks 1 to 14. I need y'all to subscribe. Road to 100. Currently at 89 subscribers. Need y'all to subscribe. Show some support to build a community. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, embrace the chaos.